Hey y'all, I'm Dana L. Cox, executive coach, business strategist, and creator of the Position to Pay framework. I've spent over 30 years in corporate leadership, including as a global executive at MasterCard, leading billion-dollar programs and global teams. But here's what matters now. I've acquired my first business, y'all, and I'm on a mission to help more high-achieving professionals go from paycheck to portfolio, owning tangible assets, not just job titles. Okay? That's what we're doing over here. This channel is where I'm going to pull back the curtain as a guide in the trenches. You're going to see how my own ownership through acquisition journey continues to unfold, and I'll bring in others to share their stories too. So you're going to get the real, unfiltered roadmap to building wealth through business acquisition and true ownership. After 30 years of building other people's empires, I was suddenly on my own. After 12 and a half years of loyalty, no warning, no transition, just done. And I've been everything to everybody, right? The global executive, mother, reliable, the fixer. I led billion-dollar programs, and I sat in boardrooms. I've navigated layoffs. I've buried a child, and I rebuilt a life. But somewhere between the boardrooms and the billion-dollar programs, I lost sight of my vision. And here's the thing that nobody tells you. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is admit that the life that you've built no longer fits the person that you've become. And that's when I stopped surviving my life and started rewriting the rules of my life. So for 2 months, I did something that felt really radical for me at the time. I rested. I traveled, I visited family, and I let myself breathe. Then in September, I started building. The business I had planned for someday became necessary now. I wrote a book about burnout because I had lived it, not once but twice. I created courses to help people navigate, transition, and pivot so they didn't have to figure it out on their own. And I coached amazing professionals to help them pivot and get better positioned in their career. And although it was fulfilling, it led me back to burnout. I was still trading time for money. Fast forward March 2025, everything changed. I attended a business acquisition training, and it was in that moment I realized there was working in your business, and then there was working on your business. Working in your business is the daily grind, the hustle, the bustle, the thing we all do. And then there's working on your business, which is leveraging systems and strategies and team. But then there was this thing called working above the business. Now, baby, that was the game changer. That is when I realized the freedom that I desired required that I step into this thing called ownership. So June 2025, we closed on a profitable financial services business with recurring revenue, established systems, and a team already in place. And I went from employee to equity owner in a short period of time. July 2024, unexpected exit, 2 months rest and recovery. September, started building. 6 months, created courses, wrote books, served clients. March, discovered what business acquisition truly meant. And June, became an owner. This wasn't overnight. It took time. It took time being in the trenches, rolling up my sleeves. And I learned that you can go from terminated to liberated, but liberation takes time. The pivot you didn't choose can certainly lead to the future you never imagined was possible for you. Your career doesn't have to be your forever story unless you want it to. It can be the seed money for the empire, your ownership empire. Start leveraging your resume to build something you can call yours. Business acquisition isn't just for displaced executives. It is for the person with a vision bigger than their current income or revenue. For the one who is tired of making other people wealthy, or the business owner that wants to grow, but not through exhaustion, but through acquisition. Let me be clear. I am not showing up as a guru. I'm not claiming to be that. I'm showing up as someone in the trenches, doing the work with you and acquiring alongside of you. You're going to see the wins, the lessons, the doubt, the clarity. You're going to see the unfiltered truth. You're going to see the whole journey. The good, the bad, and the ugly. But I'm hoping there won't be a whole lot of bad or ugly. When life strikes, we sometimes think our story is being written for us. But the reality is you can take control at any time. You can rewrite your story. You don't need permission to make a shift in your life. You don't need approval to prioritize ownership, freedom, or your future. So if you're ready to stop trading time for money, you want to jumpstart your ownership journey. I'm hosting a free training on business acquisition. Skip the startup and buy a business that is already making money. I'll be sharing what I learned to move from employment to equity in under a year. I'm pulling back the curtain, you guys. No fluff, no gatekeeping. I'm sharing it all. Click the link in the description to save your seat. And let's jumpstart your ownership journey.